Well, welcome to the Top Gun Show, where I try to bring you new providers, new technologies, and introduce you to the best professionals in the industry, all so you can make informed decisions. Today, I'd like to welcome McClenathan, the VP of National Partner Development for 1111 Systems, the sponsor of the Top Gun Show. Mac has served as a sales executive at Verizon Wireless. Then he joined Windstream for 5 years as a senior channel sales manager, and that was followed by over 10 years at Green Cloud Defense as VP of Business Development, before being acquired by 1111 Systems in May of 2022. Mac, welcome to the Top Gun Show.
Thank you so much, and you just did a masterful job on my last name. Not even a retake.
That's good. That's good, because of my wee little bit of Irish that I have in my blood. It must be. It must be. Well, hey, up to this point, we've talked about how and why 1111 Systems was formed. We talked about the products and services offered. And last week, we heard about the technical advantages offered. This week, let's talk about your go-to-market strategy and sales process. Let's start with this. In 2 sentences, who is 1111 Systems?
Well, with that lead up, I would probably answer this question a little bit differently. But to me, 1111 Systems now is a great platform for those that are looking to expand their business from connectivity into the security and cloud space. And I say that because when you blend them together with fewer MSAs, less vendor sprawl, partners have a lot higher success rate doing it as a pull through, as instead of piece parting it together through a lot of different vendors.
Absolutely, well said. That was more than 2 sentences, but I get it. I mean, you can't really do that in 2 sentences. Okay.
With supplements, yeah.
Yeah, it is supplements. Okay. Hey, so does 1111 Systems go to market direct, or do they use the indirect sales channel, and why?
We definitely use the indirect sales channel. And I will say the vast majority of our business does come through a partner of some kind. And I say it that way because we've got a broad spectrum of what a partner looks like. To us, it could be an alliance partner like a Veeam or a Zerto or a Fortinet, but oftentimes it's going to be a broker, an agent profile, and or an MSP or a VAR.
Got it. Makes sense. So talk to me about how you're helping your sales partners grow into new lines of business.
This is my favorite question. That is my entire role, and unfortunately, you mentioned on my bio, I started in the wireless space, went into the telecom space, jumped over to cloud, and then embraced managed security. So the point being is, I've made the jumps and I've expanded from wireless, telecom, cloud, security, with the large agent base out there that has had a lot of experience selling connectivity over the last 20, 30 years. Those are the ones that we're really working with to help figure out, what are you doing today? What are the conversations? What problems are you solving? And then map back solutions that connect logically, right? So if you're talking about selling a network connection and you can add, DDoS protection, or if you're talking about selling network and we're protecting the edge, those conversations naturally evolve to the user. And that's kind of the framework that we build off of, and helping these partners kind of expand into new spaces without having to change the way that they're working with their customers today.
Well said. I like it. I like it. Okay, so what advice can you give to sales partners watching this interview? There's over 10,000 sales partners that follow the Top Gun Show. In other words, what are some of the best practices that you see consistent with what the sales partners that are killing it right now with 1111 are doing?
Yeah, absolutely. I like this question too. I mean, the biggest advice I would say is, you don't have to be an expert to sell in the space. More importantly, you need to be kind of a student of the game and familiarize yourself with the common challenges that businesses are facing now. And I'll give you an example. The 3 things that bring customers to 1111 today, most commonly are going to be cyber liability insurance, whether that's an application or a renewal. You've got compliance drivers. Hey, I have to get up to speed before my next audit. And then lastly, people shortages, right? I mean, cyber skills shortages are a pretty common problem. Every organization we talk to is experiencing one or all 3 of those at any given time. So knowing how to fill those holes is more important than actually understanding the technology itself.
That is a perfect answer. I mean, so many salespeople, business development people, focus on the nuts and bolts of their solution instead of what it actually does for a customer, and maybe more so, what pain the customer's in order to prescribe that service. So I love what you just said. That was great. Good job. Well, hey, Mac, I know you're a big fan of the Top Gun show, and I know you know there are millions and millions of people watching you right now. Why don't you tell the viewers a fun little known fact about yourself?
Oh, if there's millions. A little known fact now is I moved to Nashville. I currently live in Nashville, been there 18 years, and I moved there under the guise of a stage name, Mackie Roberts. So if you are on iTunes or Spotify, he is still present. He's currently retired, but I moved to Nashville in the transition phase of digital and like physical copy albums and digital distribution. So I still have a whole trunk full. I got to figure out what to do with it.
Mackie Roberts.
Yes.
Coming to a stadium near you, Mackie Roberts. If you can't get a Taylor Swift concert ticket, get a Mackie Roberts concert ticket.
Yeah. You can bolster that 12-cent royalty check I get on a monthly basis.
there you go. I love it. I love it. Well, hey, Matt, thanks for carving out time out of your busy schedule to be on the Top Gun show. I really appreciate it. Thanks for watching, everybody.